Hello everyone and welcome back to Rimworld and of course to, well actually in this instance not Medusa's Raft. We are still in the mining base, currently just laying out some more areas to be mined. We'll also need this to come along there, I imagine. There we go. Oh, that's a little bit more mining than I wanted. Thank you. There we are. Right. Okay. There's a new exotic goods trader, apparently. Really? Or is that the same one? Because I'm completely okay with talking to another exotic goods trader. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit more steel, certainly. Let's have a look. No, it is a different exotic goods trader. Alright. I like it. No steel, though. That is a shame. Actually, I think we need the bulk goods trader for that. We're selling off some items that we do not particularly need, I think. We're selling off quite a lot of stuff. Everything seems to be a little bit damaged though, so that's fine. No, that's okay. A mega screen television. Let's have a look at you. A huge high-tech television, gigantic, hyper-vibrant images almost leap out of the screen. Very entertaining. Nah, it's okay. We're fine with that. Thank you all the same, though. It was worth checking. Right, so we are now producing our very own stock of medicines. To that end, I am going to start pulling these beds down. This one needs to go. Well, that one needs to go as well. It's only a good one. That one's a normal one that goes. That's a masterwork one that stays. That's a masterwork one that stays. So at this point, I'm going to say, sure, we'll get rid of this one. We're going to move a couple of these things around. This doesn't need to be there anymore, so we're going to just up and deconstruct that. Once that is... actually, no, cancel that. Alright, get in there, sort that out for me, and then we'll move things around a little bit, because I'm going to have a little stockpile in here for the medicine itself. That is fantastic, though. I mean, we could make a couple of things if we really wanted to. We could make some of the other drugs. I mean, the problem is I've got Miss Minnie in the colony. I've got other people in the colony also who can't handle this stuff. I mean, I'd love to have it out because it's useful, but there is a problem with that. Well, we'll see. All right, I want this reinstalled just about there. I want this reinstalled there. This can be moved over as well. I mean, we will still keep these as regular beds for now. This one needs to be medical beds. All of these need to be medical beds. There we go. Right, this light is moving over there. I'm just doing a little bit of work moving these things around. This is a poor one. That can go. Good. Norm. Excellent. That one there. That one there. That one up there. So this one can go as well. Goodbye to you. We'll move this one across. I'm just prioritizing keeping only the good ones here. Rib replacements have been researched. Now that is particularly good. Gold juice production, that's nice, but realistically, are we ever going to get to use it? I really don't know. Really don't know. Mortars could be something we could look at next, or even the transport pods, which would be useful. But actually, I think we're going to go with deep drilling. We get into that point now where that would be very, very good for us. Let's get that one in there. This one moves down to there, like so. There we are. Let's get everything moving. Am I building that? What on earth am I doing there? Oh, I am building it. Okay. That's been moved across. Now, who is doing the work for the building right now? It probably is Sleepy Joe. In which case, I'm actually okay with that. But I really don't need that there. I want this moved. Reinstall at, please. And then build me a new end table. And quality builder. I want it to be at least good. At the very least, good. Now, this moves a lot of stuff around for us, so we can actually get a few new things set up in here. One of those new things, sad wanderer. Oh, Nebula Bomb is wandering around very sad. I'm sorry, Nebula Bomb. Hopefully we can sort things out for you. Right, I want this area to be for nothing but medicine. Also, Glitter World medicine can go there as well. So there we are. This will be our little hospital, and perhaps I could even add in a few nice little beds or something there as well. That is glorious, though. I'm so, so happy to have all of this medicine coming in. That is super amazingly good. In fact, I really want this to be a critically important stockpile. Things need to be moved there as soon as is humanly possible. Even inhumanly possible. Right, how's everything going down here? Getting lots more work done. These absolutely need to be deconstructed. Because right now it's the only stuff that we're getting that has any steel in it. Much to my great dismay. Very unhappy with this. I was hoping that we'd come out here and we'd find all sorts of steel in the walls, but no, apparently not. I do need some more wood though, so let's go ahead, chop down some more trees. Got 2 up there. Any more down here? Yeah, we've got a couple more. That will sort out a little defensive area. The sad thing is, this base is going to be no more reasonably soon. We're not really going to be sticking here for very long. We've got some food in there though. There's enough noms for people to enjoy. What temperature is there? See, it's actually warmer in... it's because of this. I'm such a derp. People probably shouting at me in the last episode, don't put a torch in a... Why? Look, I figured it out eventually, okay? Lay off. Right, we also need some more harvesting done, I think. Some more berries and noms ready. I mean, right now, do they have pemmican in here? They don't. Right, okay, well that's a problem. Given that, then, I need everything in here hunted. Pretty much. All of the animals need to be dead. Dead animals, please. Who's got the work order for hunting? Good. Nebula... Oh, well, Nebula Bomb. Is Nebula Bomb alright? Or... No, Nebula Bomb is okay. Good. Get out there. Hunt, please, Nebula Bomb. And then we're going to want another campfire set up again. We've got milk coming in from the muffalo. That's super useful to us. Well done. Continue to haul them in, please. If we can get that built sooner rather than... Oh, volcanic winter? Really? That's rough times. That's very rough times. Miss Minnie, could you work on this for me? Veronica, could you... No, you cannot. Luggage, could you work on it? Because we need to start butchering these animals. How's this room doing now? It's cooling down a little bit now. There we go. Let's get everything done. Luggage. Super neat. Oh, well, Miss Minnie's doing that one. That's fine. There we are. Now, what I want from this, butcher creatures indefinitely, forever, and then make pemmican or cook simple meals. Sure, do forever. As long as you got the food, cook. Who be our cook? Our cook be Veronica, actually. Excellent. They're just eating meat at the moment, which is kind of terrifying. We need to get them to stop doing that, because that's going to go really, really south very quickly. Veronica, can you use this? No, luggage is still butchering all of the animals. Alright. Veronica, now it... No? Is that going to be... Veronica, prioritize cooking, please. Ugh, we need those foods. Ooh, okay, now this is what we came for. Let's get some of this mined out, please. Please and thank you, yes. And we're doing a reasonably good job over here. Let's continue to expand. There we are. Now, I'm taking it that it's only volcanic winter over here for you guys. I mean, alright, I guess. Bit rough, but okay. We could also have a chat with you. Amberlina, could you go and talk with Mad Dog? Is there anything that we can sell? A reasonable amount of meals, I suppose. I could sell those, but you've got no money, actually. So it's really what I want to buy. And you don't have enough of anything that I want, so no. That's fine. You're welcome to stay in the colony for a little bit, but no to everything else. We are starting to hurt for meat, actually. Maybe time that we go and hunt ourselves some animals. So, Dark Aavak, Lisa... No. Sleepy Joe, you're coming up here. Jaradan, you're coming up there as well. Dewdrop also. We're going to wipe all of these out. And then cart the carcasses back into the colony. Take that one out, please. So, attack. Well done. Aavak's Revenge. And this one as well. Are they coming for me? No. Okay, good. I'm only going to kill the 3 of them for now, since they're the only ones that I can carry back. There we go. All of these are now free for someone to carry. You can carry that one. Dewdrop, will you carry? No. And Jaradan, you can carry that one. There we go. Let's get those inside. Please and indeed, thank you. There we are. Then we can get some good meat off all of that. Also, we've got a decent amount of food outside. I mean, we're not hurting. We're not hurting for food. It would take a lot more to be able to bring us to that kind of point. Turkey 2's got Confusion. That is fine. Volcanic Winter. Sad Wanderer. That was a little while ago. How are we doing for food? Okay, that's good. That's good. We've got a reasonable amount of noms there. Reasonable amount of noms. Still need that piece of wood there sorted, but we can probably get Veronica on to help with that. No. Miss Minnie, could you go and cut this for me? Are there any other trees around here? No. That's fine. Could you then start work on this, please? Because I just want to seal this area off. And there we are. Right, so animals, you are now restricted back to home. Please get inside. Let's just make sure the home zone is properly set up. Yep, it now is. There we go. So, this is where you're allowed. In fact, actually, I'm not going to allow you over there or there. In fact, not there either. There you go. Now, when they wake up, they should filter back through. People have got noms, so they'll be able to work a little bit better. Good times. And I'm just going to go ahead and set up the last little bits of mining. And I will bring you back when there's something to report. Hopefully something good. Oh, absolutely amazed by our hospitality. I will visit again in a few days. Left us... No, don't leave me any more drugs. We can't handle it. Anyway, I'll bring you back when there's something interesting to report. So see you soon. Okay, so we've just completed deep drilling, so it is now time to work on the ground-penetrating scanner, which is going to take us a long time to do. We've got a load of animals around here, so I've just told them to finish up some digging, but we have finally hit compacted steel. Like one of the last things we've got to have a look at. We've also got a mega sloth over there. Over here, power is becoming a bit of an issue, honestly, so it's something that we're going to need to look into, but I have gone ahead and expanded out this little area here, so let's go ahead and pull over some slate blocks there. We don't need to worry about the ones down here, though. Get all of those moved, please. However, we've got a couple of other things that we really are going to need to have a look into. I'm going to move that one down here for now, and I'm also going to move the power around a little bit. That needs to be going over there instead. We will get rid of that power conduit there and then deconstruct all the power conduits over here. I think it is high time that we looked at setting up a chem fuel generator. Right now we've got a wooden generator. That is like a very much a, if absolutely necessary, we can use it. But we have got a refinery that we can build. It requires, it's pretty much the same sort of space as that. How big are the chem fuel generators? They are not actually that big. So what I'm perhaps thinking is we could have maybe 2 chem fuel generators over here, a stockpile of chem fuel, and then a refinery just a little bit further along, and that would be rather grand if you ask me. So let's get to work on digging this area out. We'll have all of this set up just down by here. In fact, we could have the chem fuel generator there, storage of chem fuel somewhere around here, and then 2 chem fuel generators down there. Sorry, the refinery could be built over here. Yeah, that wouldn't be too bad, though. 2 chem fuel generators is going to take up quite a lot of room. We would need a little stockpile then. So, with that in mind, because this is going to be a wall, that's 1, 2, maybe a stockpile there, 3, 4, and the wall. And then enough room to walk around it, of course. Because there's got to be enough room, damn it. You know, we need to make this place comfortable for people to work in. So we could set up something like this. In fact, how about we take it all the way back? Because then we could have the stockpile of wood down here too. Because the chem fuel generator will probably be using wood mostly. It doesn't need to use wood though. It's not the only thing that it can use. Up here, of course, we have finally set up this little area, so let's get that all sorted as well. And then go check out how things are going. Have we got the Mega Sloth? We do. Oh, we haven't got the bloody... Oh, Skylarwags. I need to build the fire pit again. Let's see, are there any trees that we can drop? Yeah, there are a couple of trees that we can drop. In fact, we can drop the ones... What? We can drop the ones on the edge? I wonder if I can mine over there as well. You know what? I'm starting to think maybe I can. I believe it is possible. Right, there we go. So loads of things for you to do. You can just finish off this little area. Sure, fine, whatever. I'll let that be done. But I do need this building built rather urgently, please. Because all those bodies are going to start decaying soon. Miss Minnie is just digging her little heart away. Could you come up and work on this instead? No. Could you work on that one then? Because I really desperately want this place set up. There we are, and... No. Oh, you scallywag. Cancel that then. We'll build the fire a little bit further out. Where are you? There we go. Build the fire there. Miss Minnie, can you work on that now? There we go. Perfect. So, once again, let's set this up. Butcher creature forever, and then make simple meals forever. There we go. And then in the morning, that should all be good. Veronicorn, could you get to work on that one? Prioritize cooking for now. There we go. Perfect. We should have loads of meat from this because we've got a Mega Sloth. That is ridiculous amounts of meat just by itself. So we'll be heading back with more meals than we left with. Also with more leather, all kinds of things. I might even need to make 2 trips just to take it all back. Unfortunately, luggage is at the point of extreme break, and I imagine that that's partially because of malnutrition? No, actually. No, it's not. Never mind then. There we are. Well, at least we're getting some food made, at the very least. Right, all of this is done. We've got a couple of things that we can work on. Down here is very, very dark. My goodness, that is Stygian level of darkness here. We're going to need power running through. We're not going to need the power running up there, but I do want the power to basically run... Ooh, that is a little bit of a shame. Not happy about that. Not particularly happy about that. Is my tailor's bench broken again? No, it's fine. We've got enough medicine to actually start making some proper medical rooms now with medical beds. But I'm going to wait for Miss Minnie to get back here before I do that because I want the medical beds to be atop a notch. We've got enough components for a while. And we're going to have a lot more coming back with the hunters, actually. Right, Bionics workbench. It is, in fact, your time. So, let's pop that one up there. I would like a nice seat for you. By nice seat, I mean... no, actually, we'll go along with the theme that we've currently got happening in here. In fact... Let's reinstall that. No, damn it. I like the idea of having a fancy plant pot. So let's go for... Sure. Let's get one of those made. And we'll install that there. But I would also like a new tool. About there could do... Sure. Let's get that going. This could be moved across then, in fact. And I do like that idea. So there we go. That gives a little bit more room there as well. In fact, I could then bring up another one of the sculptures. Have we got any good ones? This is a normal one. Let's have a look. Black Hill. On this sculpture is an artwork of the deer frantically beating out a fire attached to his body while nearly naked. He seems to be losing himself. The image somehow expresses both difficulty and violence. The scene seems to take place in the outskirts of a village and represents the deer catching fire on the 10th of spring, 5501. Very well. Let's get that installed there. That is what I would like. Now, this is where things get interesting, because we can make all sorts of things. We can even make bionic animal bits. Ah, good times. Now, the main ones here are the spines. Those are great because they improve so many things. But of course, there are other specific, very, very advanced stuff that I'm kind of interested in as well. Now, the spine, I believe, is one that we can just go ahead and make. We just need 75 plasteel, 75 steel, and 5 components. Now, the spine gives manipulation plus 20% and moving plus 20%. This light and impressive device can replace a damaged spine. Now, anyone who has a bad back would benefit from one of these. So let's have a quick look through. Dark Aavak's going to get one because they're just useful. Left hand, torso, right leg. How's that working out for you? Doesn't look like it's working out well. Let's go through. Artificial nose, stab scar. Right, no one's got a bad back, but I'm thinking we're going to want 2 of those at least. One for Miss Minnie, one for Dark Aavak, because they both want cybernetic components. Let's see. And we can just run that along. There we go, and let's grab all of that out of there. Then we will run the power down around behind and complete the loop. This power conduit can be taken out. Now, in here, I am going to want some lighting. Otherwise, it's going to just be horrible to try and see anything going on. I could have torches, but honestly, this is more of a high-tech little area, so I'd rather not. We'll have proper lighting in here. I think that makes a lot of sense. And we'll even set this up with... let's go with the hex paving, I think. Because this is more of a work area. This is going to be where we refine, make our chem fuel. And that, in turn, will go into chem fuel generators, should there be a need for them. Which there won't always be. Did you really, Dewdrop? Did you do that? I think you did, didn't you? You derp. There are levels of derp, Dewdrop, and that is probably one of the highest I've ever seen. Right, well that's kind of horrible because no one else is doing cooking now. Drat. Okay, well you can do it as a 4. Please start making food luggage because we need it to help everyone's feelings in the colony, because otherwise they're just going to slowly lose their minds. Chronicle, how long are you going to be out of it like this? Doesn't actually say. Psychotic wandering. Yeah, it's just going to be a little while, unfortunately. Hopefully we can get extreme exhaustion. Could someone rescue her, maybe? No? Oh, well. That's just the way it's going to be, I'm afraid. In the meanwhile, though, let's make sure they've always got something to do. So we'll just resume the digging in this part of the complex. And I'm just going to dig it out little bit by little bit. Really would like you not to let all of this meat go to waste, because it's going to spoil really soon. Oh, damn it, Veronica. That was going to be amazing foods for you. Amazing foods. Now you're just in a daze? No, he's still just psychotic wandering. Yeah, I know you're malnourished because you keep just wandering around. I really shouldn't have taken Veronicorn out there. I should have had a better look at Veronicorn's state of mental health. And unfortunately now Veronicorn is paying the price for my mistake. I do apologize. Hopefully we can get all of this built up fairly soon though. A battery's broken down, that's never a good thing. Those are full of the stuff that we need. Right, it's time for us to build the refinery though. And the refinery shall go... Sure, we'll pop it around there. And then we'll get a marble stool as well. Right there. Refinery will have work speed penalty, outdoors, bad temperature. Okay, so that needs a certain temperature to work. I'll have a look at that. In fact, you know what? I could bring that indoors. I could easily bring that indoors by just moving it down, but I'm not sure that I need to. I don't know. Maybe there is something to be said about not having my refinery outside, though. But I don't actually mind the idea of having these things indoors. It seems like it seems more interesting to me to have a refinery outside, especially because of the fumes, if nothing else. Let's pop that there. I mean, I could just shunt all of these down. It will reduce where I can put the generators. Maybe I could put the generators elsewhere in that case then. In fact, I could just have the chem fuel generators up here if I really wanted to. I could have a chem fuel generator right there, for example, without any real issue. We'll see. We'll see. I'll let them get to work on all of that. How's the work going down here? It's going okay. Hopefully we can get some more cooking done. If no one else will... You've got a 4, you've got a 3. Sure, I'll let you do it as a 4 then. Whoever gets to the food first can start preparing it. But unfortunately it looks like we are going to lose out on a fair old chunk of the food here because of Veronicorn going slightly crazy right at the worst possible moment. All of that beautiful, beautiful Mega Sloth meat just being wasted makes me hurt on the inside a little bit. Still, we're getting a decent amount of noms being made, and people are enjoying it at the very least. So that should slowly pull up their mood, I'm thinking. We've hit some more compacted machinery down here. Once again, I'm going to restrict how much further they can go, and then open up the mining again, because everyone will run off then at that point. We'll have a couple of meals there. we're even shearing the muffalo. That's fantastic. Veronicorn. Oh, thank goodness. Veronicorn just came out of it right at the last moment, but it's at the point of an extreme break. Not a lot I can do. Not a great deal to be done about that, I'm afraid. Hopefully we can get some more of these rocks brought up. We've struck silver ore. Really? Ooh. Well, that is interesting. Alright. I approve. Dig out more of it, please. There we go. You know what I haven't done? I haven't made any bloody animal beds. What a monster. I need to do that right away. Well, an animal bed takes a little bit more than I can afford, but certainly you guys shouldn't just be sleeping out there. Let's have the animal beds over here. There's the buffalo and the bear. Yeah, that'll be fine. There we go. I'm not going to worry about the fires on this map at all. They are not a concern for me. We've got one meal. I'm not super happy with that, but we'll see how it goes. They're not shifting all of this. I guess it doesn't matter if that one's behind there, but it'll annoy me, you see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly make a dumping stockpile right there. And I'm going... Ooh. Is the world lighter? It is lighter. Good. Yeah, let's get all of the stone pulled in. Damn it, you haven't moved all of the stone. You moved the wrong ones. Let's expand it then. Go ahead, pull it all in, please. And then we're good to go. Very happy with what we've got going. How are we doing over here? Is one bionic spine already been made? Side the blade. Side the blade. Bionic spine. Fantastic. Okay, right. Well, the very last thing we're going to do. It is time for Dark Aavak to have his spine replaced. Replace it with a bionic spine. Later on, you can make even better ones, by the way. You can make advanced bionic spines, and as you might imagine, they're good. Balthazar, can you be the one to do this? Prioritize operating on Dark Aavak, please. There we go. Let's see how this goes. This is an escape pod somewhere. Lawrence. Ooh, you've been hurt. Sleepy Joe, could you go and rescue Lawrence for me? But really, what? No, what? No. Don't. No. Damn you. Go rest until... Oh, so someone kicked you out of your bed. How frustrating. There were 3 other hospital beds. You had to pick the one that someone else was already in. You scoundrel. And unfortunately, all the meat is gone. Well, goodbye, noms, I guess. Oh well. How's everything going down here? Not too terribly badly. Let's continue then into this area. I'm going to let you go as far as that. You can explore out this area. We're almost done with this little mining camp at this point. We've got some still stockpile, but it's really the machinery that is amazing. That's the part that I'm super happy with. And for another bear. No. No. If it was a male, I might have risked it, but no. I do need more hunting done then. More hunting, please. Slay all of these creatures. You can go, you can go. Do not hunt the bear. You can also go. There we are. There we go. That shouldn't take too long for you to do. Right. Did it all go well? No. No. It failed, I think. Well, damn it, blast. I think that lost the spine, too. Unless it got carted back. Damn it. Balthazar, you're usually better than this. Usually better. Oh, well. We have finally run out of all of our power, and there's not a lot we can do about it, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and chop down some more wood over there. That is a shame. Poor old Dark Aavak. You were so close. So close to having a new amazing spine. Alas, you must wait a little while longer then. 75 plasteel, 75 steel, and 5 components. That was an expensive loss. A really expensive loss. But these things will happen from time to time. We've more or less got this little area finished though, which is grand. Let's go ahead and be careful about how we do that. Tortoise Revenge. Oh no. It's coming for you, Nebula Bomb. Finish it off, please. There we go. There we are. Or you know, you can just run away indefinitely until it corners you and then kills you by small measures. There we are. Right, you're good. Someone else could go grab that. Thank you. Really, Nebula Bomb. You're better than this, Nebula Bomb. You really are. Or at least I'd like to believe you are. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am completely wrong about you. Beavers! Do we need that meat? We do. We do need the meat. But I think we're going to have to check that out in the next episode. We have finally started hitting a reasonable amount of steel. I knew there had to be some somewhere, and we have finally found it. So this mission has not been a complete waste of time then, at the very least. I was starting to worry that it might be, but it looks like, in fact, we're going to be heading back with a healthy amount of gear. In fact, we might end up having to do it a few times. The first trip will be sent... Oh, wait. When we leave this place, I'm not sure if we can only send like 1 or 2 things at a time. We might have to abandon quite a lot of stuff. That would be a bit of a shame, but we came here for the steel and the components, and so those will get the priority on getting taken back with us as well. The solar flare has ended. Happy days are these, but we're going to have to go out and deal with the beavers on the morrow. But that is it from me for now, so I hope you've enjoyed and will be joining me for the next episode. As ever, remember to like if you liked, sub if you haven't, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.